A promotion arrives after years of hard work. The salary is higher than you once dreamed possible. Your mortgage is nearly paid. Your retirement account has more zeros than you ever imagined in your 30s. One evening, you open your banking app, stare at the numbers for a few seconds, and quietly lock your phone. Nothing feels different. Years ago, this moment represented freedom. You promised yourself that when you finally reached this point, life would become lighter. Yet instead of relief, your mind has already moved on to the next expense, the next goal, the next version of success. Most people assume this means you've become ungrateful, but that's probably not what's happening. The stranger truth is that success often feels smaller after 40, not because you've achieved less, but because your mind quietly changed what you compare your life to. When we're young, progress is easy to measure. A first paycheck feels enormous because it replaces nothing. Your first apartment feels like independence. Your first promotion confirms that life is moving forward. But somewhere along the way, your reference point changes. Psychologists Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky showed that people don't judge outcomes in absolute terms. We judge them relative to a reference point. In plain English, your brain rarely asks, "How far have I come?" Instead, it asks, "How close am I to where I thought I'd be by now?" That small shift changes everything. You stop comparing today's life to your struggling 20s. You compare it to the future you imagined 15 years ago. The dream quietly becomes the new baseline. Then another invisible force joins the story. Researchers studying what became known as the hedonic treadmill found that people adapt remarkably quickly to improvements. A bigger house becomes your normal house. A higher salary becomes your regular paycheck. Even major achievements slowly fade into the background because the brain is designed to notice change, not stability. Ironically, the very success you worked for becomes harder to feel. Midlife adds another layer. Many people are no longer building life only for themselves. There may be children whose education costs keep rising, aging parents who suddenly need time, money, or care. Retirement that once seemed distant now has an actual date attached to it. Career opportunities become less about climbing and more about preserving what has already been built. The finish line doesn't disappear, it multiplies. And this is where the story turns. Imagine meeting your 25-year-old self today. That younger version wouldn't see an ordinary Tuesday. They would see a life they once considered extraordinary. The stable income, the experience, the home, the family, the confidence earned through decades of mistakes. Yet you barely notice any of it because you're measuring yourself against a newer version of success that didn't even exist back then. The number was never the important part. The comparison was. The future may make this even more complicated. Artificial intelligence is changing careers. People may work longer than previous generations. Retirement itself could become less of a clear destination and more of a gradual transition. As technology keeps raising expectations about productivity and achievement, the finish line may continue moving faster than our ability to appreciate reaching it. Perhaps the greatest financial challenge of the coming decades won't simply be earning more, it will be knowing when enough has quietly arrived. Daniel Gilbert, who studies how humans imagine the future, argues that we're surprisingly poor at predicting what will make us happy. We picture a future emotional payoff that rarely arrives exactly as expected, because by the time we get there, we've become someone different. The destination changes because we changed. Maybe that's why paying off a mortgage, reaching a savings goal, or finally earning the title you've chased for years can feel strangely ordinary. Not because those milestones lack meaning, but because you've already started living beyond them. Think again about that banking app. The numbers on the screen haven't changed, but perhaps the real wealth hidden inside that moment isn't another digit waiting to appear. It's the ability to recognize that the person who once dreamed of this life would already believe you've made it.